conscious of its spiritual and moral heritage. The union is founded on the indivisible, universal values of human dignity, freedom, equality, and solidarity. It is based on the principles of democracy and the rule of law. It places the individual at the heart of its activities by establishing the citizenship of the union and by creating an area of freedom, security, and justice. Woman needs to escape from Wildfire, put 70 pounds. Dog and bag as residents of Santa Rosa, California, continue sifting through the charred remains and ashes of their former homes. Tales of how some residents escaped the fury of the flames are beginning to surface. Many families lost every material possession they had when the flames consumed their houses. Just as homes can be rebuilt, possessions can be replaced. It is not going to be an easy task for anyone who has suffered as a result of this tragedy, but they are still breathing oxygen and kissing each other goodnight. Natasha Wallace is a survivor with the good yarn to spin. Wallace is a 24-year-old college student at Santa Rosa Junior College, where she also plays soccer for the school. It was 2 a.m. when Wallace had been driving home to her Coffee Park neighborhood. She had been at the college, studying. On her drive, while still on the freeway, Wallace saw her neighborhood was ablaze. Immediately thinking of her 70-pound pit bull, Bentley, she got to him and tossed him in her car as the two took off for the safety she hoped to locate. Lots of other residents had the same idea as Wallace and were also attempting to flee. In a matter of minutes, she was stuck in a sea of cars. Wallace said the traffic was coming faster than she could leave. She headed back and grabbed the only means of transportation that would allow her to weave in and out of the congestion, her bicycle. Now, what to do with a 70-pound pit bull? Wallace grabbed a duffel bag and with a bit of quick thinking, thought to use it as a sidecar. She then told Bentley to get in the bag. "Hey man, this is serious, you need to just sit in the bag," she told him. He hopped right in without having to be told twice. Wallace said, "I would never part ways with my dog. Ever." She proved to be very true to her word. Even under these difficult circumstances, Wallace, with Bentley in tow, made it a few miles. A truck finally offered her and her dog a ride. "You don't even see a resemblance of what it used to be," said Wallace. "Everything was gray, everything was destroyed, and it went for miles." A GoFundMe page has been set up by Wallace. She lived with her soccer teammate and her family and now needs to find a new place. On her page, she said it is not cheap to find a place with a large dog, but this is her top priority next to new underwear and soccer cleats. She has spent time reflecting on just how lucky she really was to come away as unscathed as she did. Even though almost everything she owned is gone, she is still grateful. Wallace now says she would like to thank the driver of the truck, Paul Johnson. She said, "I have no way to express how grateful I am. Not only is Johnson to be commended for picking Wallace and Bentley up in his truck, Wallace is to be commended as well. The bonds between an owner and their pet can be unbreakable, and Wallace proved this by risking her own safety for her faithful companion." She affectionately refers to him as her dog child, and her actions have proved just that.